Alright, so I just got back home, and it is time to take a look at all 5 of the brand new GT units that are coming out tomorrow. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit the subscribe if you are new for more content here on the channel. And if you guys saw my previous video, I mentioned how, yeah, obviously this group is going to go from literally having 2 tag buffers, the Sparking Gt Goku and Android 17, to being a fully fledged group after this update. And man, did they not disappoint. They have the potential to have a fully fleshed out GT tag team. So let's see how good all 5 of these new characters are. Starting off with Rildo. So let me know in the comment section down below what character you think is the best, which one do you think is the worst, which one are you hyped about the most out of all 5 of the characters in general, and just the ways that you think these units could impact the game. Again, they come out tomorrow, and we'll talk more about that in the summon video that we do. So, alright, starting off with defense type Rildo. So, overall though, go ahead and go to 3,000. I mean, they technically go to 5, but 3,598 is what the lock is for PvP. But regardless, so you can see his grid and kind of go from there. And we'll put him at 5. So yeah, there you go. Let's go and take a look at the main ability. Restores allies' health by 15%, plus 40% to strike damage inflicted for 20 counts as well. So restoring allies' health by 15, not the most, but it's always nice to get that. But he only gives himself a 40% strike attack increase, which he does not give that to any allies either. So just for him, but 40's a lot though. Reduces damage received by 50% until the combo ends in chain and cover. That's really good. Inflicts enemy with the attribute downgrade -1 arts card draw speed level, 15 counts when activated, and +2 don't sub count. Okay, so 50% is pretty much the gold standard for cover change nowadays. I said it's really good because he could have really easily gotten, because he's an EX, you know, they could have very easily gave him like 30% or something like that. But that coupled with the heal makes him pretty tanky, so I'll take it. Also, inflicts an enemy with the attribute downgrade -1 to their card draw speed. So this guy's actually a really good character to sub in if you're getting ran down with a character that has like good draw speed or whatever in the middle of a combo or whatever. So he's a good character to put out there to effectively pretty much stop the combo, and then he can heal up the damage he took if he wanted to afterwards. Plus 30% of damage inflicted for 20 counts when this character enters the battlefield. So he gets a damage bonus, and also nullifies abnormal conditions for himself, and plus 40% to own crit rate when at least 1 ally is defeated. Special move, 100% chance to inflict bleed on hits. Green card automatically draws a strike card next, and plus 20% to strike damage. He's okay. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Double defense? No. Just blast defense. But it's for GT. Oh man, excuse me. It's for GT regardless. Also, there's a couple new GT Eclipses. Ooh, okay. So this one, this is for GT tag in general. Defense, and last one down here, another defense or strike attack increase. Interesting. When the battle style is a melee type character. Interesting. This one here is another defense, and then blast, attack, or ranged, or Super Saiyan 4. These are gimmicky. I mean, they're good. They're just gimmicky. I'd rather just use regular stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next unit. SS4 Vegeta. So, range type character. Tags are Vegeta Family, Saiyan, GT, Super Saiyan 4. That's what we're working with. We go ahead and scroll, and also, by the way, Shadow Dragon Saga, obviously, so that's pretty cool. We go ahead and scroll down here. So the main ability draws the Ultimate Arts card Maximum Final Flash next, and plus 25% to damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts as well. So he has the ability to draw an Ultimate, and he also gives he himself, obviously, and his allies a 25% damage increase. Very nice for 20 counts. Plus 30% to special move, awakened, and ultimate damage inflicted by allies. What? For 20 counts. It's really interesting that they're also signifying awakened cards, because those are very uncommon. No units have purple cards, really. Like, purple cards like Chaozu, he draws one. Cyberman, those are like explosions. Like, I don't... this is, like, really funny. Awakened. But anyways, hopefully more units get that. Maybe one of these characters does. It would make sense, since it's quantified here. Special move, though, and ultimate, obviously, 30% damage increase for allies as well. Wow. This is a nuts main ability. Holy crap. He gives himself and the allies a general damage bonus, and then also special move and ultimate damage bonus. That's a lot. That is a lot. Unique ability 1 applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 40% damage inflicted for 20 counts. Also, plus 40% to blast damage inflicted for 20 counts and restores ki by 30. See, like, I like his build because he's going to do a lot of damage in general, but he also has the ability to do even further blast damage. Like, he's going to do so much blast damage. And he restores his own ki as part of entering, so he can go from literally being, if you were to switch him out there, if he didn't restore ki, and you were out of ki, obviously, you wouldn't be able to prolong the combo, but he can literally probably chain in a couple more cards, at least, right? So that's really good. Applies the following effects to self when entering, when the battle begins. Increases arts card draw speed level by 1, can't be canceled. Wow. He has an automatic +1 draw speed, and it can't be canceled. And -5 to his own blast arts cost. His blast will always be cheaper, which makes that 30 ki restoration very important. And when the character's on the battlefield, plus 30% of damage inflicted by the next arts card used when the enemy switches characters. Oh, that's interesting. Can't be stacked. So if the enemy switches, the next thing he does gets a 30% damage bonus. Wow. Okay. His blast card here. Sustained strike damage up. That's interesting. That's new. So we're starting to see more of these effects on blast cards now. So his blast has the ability to make the enemy take 10% more strike damage. Obviously, he's a melee, or he's not a melee unit, excuse me. That doesn't work the best for him, but like GT Goku is, so like it works out. But either way, this Vegeta is going to do a ton of strike damage anyway, and that's just going to help him do even more anyway. And then on the Vegeta family team, that allows him to work really well there, because even though it's not a strike card, he's going to make them take a lot more strike damage when you do get the strike card, if that makes sense, because the Vegeta family team is mainly strike units. Special move deals massive impact damage, gain attribute upgrade, minus 30% of the enemy's sustained damage cut effects for 3 counts upon activation. So if they try to do cover cut, it's going to be reduced by 30%. Also inflicts enemies attribute downgrade plus 20% to blast damage received as well for 15 counts on hits. He's going to do a lot of damage. Green card, plus 20% to blast damage inflicted for 30 counts and cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions too. The Crimson Roar. And last but not least, the ultimate, massive impact damage. Gain attribute upgrade, minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects, and also a 30% chance to inflict feint on hit. And again, he holds that new type of blast card there. I'm assuming he's blast attack and defense. Oh, he's just blast attack. Blast attack for GT and Vegeta family, but he picks up, thank you for the 3-star buff, that's really good. He picks up Vegeta family at 3-star, and his buff is so powerful. It goes up to 38%. Wow. This guy is going to do a ton of damage. Let's take a look at Baby here. So Baby got Saiyan, Transforming Warrior, which admittedly is not a tag that has any buffers at all. They have equipment that's specific to them, but they don't have any buffers. Regen and GT. Yeah, this is what we expected. Saiyan, Regen, and GT are his teams, as expected. Very good that he slides into the Saiyan team. It just would make sense if he did, right? It made the most sense because, I mean, Goku Black's in there, and it's kind of the same thing. Not really, but it's pretty similar in context. Let's go ahead and scroll down, though. He is a support type. Yep. Main ability, plus 50% of the allies' health restoration for 60 counts. Also, plus 40% to damage inflicted by allied GT or Regen characters. And reduces damage received by 20% for 10 counts. And 20. Wait, hold on. For 20 counts, you do the damage increase. Also, reduce damage received by 20%. Doesn't have a timer count restriction on it. You just need 10 counts to use the main ability. So the first ability, Health Restoration, means that your characters are going to go ahead and heal 50% more, because he should have a unique that heals him and his allies. Plus 40% of damage inflicted by the following tags cannot be canceled. Saiyan and Hybrid Saiyan. Oh, against. Okay, so he has anti-Saiyan and Hybrid. So he's going to do a lot of damage to them. Nullifies own attribute downgrades. Can't be canceled. Applies the following effects to allied GT or Regen characters when this character is switched out. Restores health by 10% and plus 15% damage inflicted bonus. And again, the health restoration bonus here means they'll heal more. Plus 50%. That's really good. Baby seems really snapped. He doesn't have like a whole lot of text in here, but he seems like he's going to be really good just because of the way he'll work. So special move, inflicts enemy attribute downgrade plus 15% to strike damage received as well on hit. His green card, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 counts upon activation. Okay. Restores ki by 35 on hit. So even if it doesn't hit, you still get the damage bonus by chance if you miss it. And it's also comboable into strike, blast, special, and other green, or other blues. It combos in everything. Nice to know. Literally. Okay. So strike defense for GT, and then he picks up regen at 3-star, and he stays strike defense. Okay. So it looks like they're being kind of cautious with GT and not giving them double buffers like that. I mean, they have the pre-existing couple that came out last time, but they're not giving them very many double buffers, it seems. Which I'm not super opposed to that. All right, Gt Goku. This guy's art is so good. It reminds me of what's that Dragon Ball? You know the Dragon Ball movie. I forget what it's called right now. Path to Power. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Obviously not the same type of GT Gt Goku, but still reminds me of that. All right, so here we go. Melee type. Another melee type Gt Goku base one. Cool. This one's purple, though, so at least he has color counter. But this guy's purple, too. Why did this happen? Who designed this? Why? They're the same. Not really, but they're kind of the same. Melee purple GT Goku? Like, why? All right, so main. Plus 25% of damage inflicted for 40 counts. Restores own health as well by 20%. 15 counts must elapse. Plus 30% of damage inflicted when this character enters the battlefield. If there is a GT battle member other than this character in the party, cannot be stacked. So he needs to be on a GT team. Oh, by the way, speaking of GT, I didn't really mention it, but like GT Gt Goku and GT Vegeta and GT Gt Goku, yeah, the old Super Saiyan ones are going to be disgusting on this team with this guy. Like, not even having read what these cards do. The Super Saiyan Green Goku and then also the Vegeta, you know who I'm talking about. These guys, they're going to be really good on a blast-oriented team with this guy, just for the record. They're going to do so much damage. It's not even going to be funny. Chaotic Fist, second unique. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike or blast. Restores ki by 5 and plus 20% to strike damage. Now, this guy's his art's cool. He's just a really, really baby version of the Sparking, though. He's just nowhere near as good. Like, normally extremes are really, really good, and the extremes lately have just been kind of meh. Like, the Frieza's okay, Shisami's okay, EX Zamasu is okay. Some of them are really good, but they haven't been that great lately. Plus 20% strike damage upon activation, plus 25% of damage inflicted to himself. Oh, he's a health booster, though, so he's pretty much mandatory for this team. GT health booster. Not a lot of teams that are meta relevant have health boosters. Like the Sun family team doesn't have it, Vegeta family doesn't have it. There are a lot of teams that could benefit from health boosters that don't. So GT is gonna, if you get this guy, you're gonna be in a really good spot. So it doesn't matter how good he is at all. He's just gonna be forever bench. So yeah. All right, last one, Big Daddy, the one I'm most excited for. Excuse me. So Sun family, Saiyan, GT, Super Saiyan 4, general stuff you expect. Main ability, draws the Ultimate Arts card, Super Bombardment Fist. That's a mouthful. Next, restores own ki as well by 50, and plus 25% of damage inflicted for 20 counts. 25 counts must elapse. Unique 1, applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 50% to damage inflicted for 20 counts. Also reduces damage received by 35%. For 15 counts, and restores health by 10%. Wow, there's so much healing between this guy and the baby. Like, this team has a lot of healing, and that's why that health booster is going to be really important, too. So when he enters the battlefield, he gets a damage bonus, and he gets cut. And it's not like it's 50% like the Rildo, but 35 is more than enough on a unit whose primary focus is offense. That's really good. And we're starting to see this more. Like, you know, the LF SSB Vegeta had something similar, where he's a melee unit, but he comes in and he can come in quicker and stuff like that. We're starting to see this, right? Also, this guy restoring health. He doesn't need to restore health. That's so unnecessary, but it's obviously going to be really good for him. He also restores own ki by 30 every time when faced with an enemy. Wait, what? Restores own ki by 30 every time when faced with an enemy. What? When an enemy comes in, he automatically restores 30 ki. Is that what that means? I feel like this could be worded so much better. Applies the following effects to self depending on the number of timer counts elapsed from the battle start. Oh, he's one of those guys. 20 counts elapsed, -5 to strike, can't be canceled. 40 counts plus 35% damage in general, can't be canceled. Okay. Yeah, he's one of those slow builder guys. I mean, that's not a bad thing. We've had a lot of units that have been really good with that. It's just kind of annoying in the ultra early game, right? The very beginning. But this Goku won't suffer from anything because he still has damage bonuses and stuff in the early portion. His strike has a sustained blast effect up. They really want you to use this guy with Vegeta. They want you to use him with Vegeta, which is also why they color counter purple and red. Interesting. Okay, so plus 10% to blast damage received with the strike card. Blast card is normal. Deals massive impact damage with the special move 10 times Kamehameha. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 counts upon activation. His special move does no switch. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% as well to strike damage received on hit. So no switching. Also has the ability to do more strike damage. Pretty good. I like it. And massive impact. Massive modifier. That's going to do a ton of damage. Green card. Plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 20 counts. Nullifies own attribute downgrades and at normal conditions. Okay. Same thing as Vegeta pretty much. And last but not least, the ultimate deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Plus 30% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 counts. Gain attribute upgrade minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects. Yeah, that ultimate damage bonus is going to be really important. He's going to do a ton of damage. And also, cover cut's just not going to work. Like, it's just not. I'm assuming he's, strike attack for Sun Family, same thing. Okay. I think this batch of characters is really good. There you go, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Let me know what you guys think. Have an awesome day, and I'll catch all of you in the next one.